Hello everyone. Uh, Today's video is going to be on how I do my brows. I decided that it would be a really cool idea if I did one brow with pencil and one brow with powder. I do have an older video of how I use a pomade and also how I used I think I want to say a powder, or yeah, I think it was a powder. Anyway, I thought it was due time for me to do another one. So I'm going to use my goof proof brow on this eye here. And then I'm going to use my European Wax Center brow powder on this eyebrow. So if you're interested in seeing how I do my brows, then come along with me. So this is the goof proof brow by Benefits. And what I basically do is line underneath from where I want my brow to start all the way through to the tail, making that line pretty consistent. So the next thing you want to do is brush your hairs down so you can see where your hairs naturally fall, and go at the top and start a little bit back. You see, I'm going to brush here. See, I'm brushing it down to see where my hairs naturally start. Now, once I see that, I'm going to start a little bit back from where my brow should start, and I'm going to line like I did underneath. Only this time, I want that top line to meet at the tail with the bottom line. You see there? And then once you have that, you can start to fill in and build your brow. So you're going to continue to fill from tail to the front. And then once you get to that point where you started lining the top, you're going to make that bottom line bigger, and then you're going to start swiping up. Swiping up is going to create the illusion of a thinner brow more at the top, because that's how I prefer my brows to be. And then it's not so perfect as well. So you just now are going for like neatness, I guess you want to, if that's what you want to call it. There it is. I have the shape, and now that I have that, I want to make it less neat in the front. So I prefer mine to be more neat in the back, more structured. You can see the lines, and then in the front I like it to be feathered out. So that's how you get that look. So I'm going to just keep building until I feel like it's perfect. Then I'm going to take my concealer, and that's the Studio Skin concealer, and I'm going to put some on the back of my hand. That's actually too much for one brow, but I was just showing you. And you're going to take that concealer brush, and you're going to go at the highest point of your brow and try to make it as neat as possible underneath. You'll see, so that it is very, very cleaned up. It's just perfecting it. And once you got that down, you're just going to take your finger and blend it all out. And that's it. It's pretty easy, right? I prefer to use my goof proof brow when I'm in a rush or just need to get out the house. So that's a done brow versus a brow that has not been done. It's such a huge difference, right? So the next thing we're going to do is use a powder, and I'm going to use this tool, which is a spoolie on one side and an angled brush on the other. I got it from Crown Brushes a long time ago. Don't know if it's still available. And then I'm going to use my European Wax Center powder. It comes with two in one, and I only use the darkest one, the darkest side. So then I'm going to brush my eyebrows down once again, and I start at the top with powder. I don't know why. You can probably start at the bottom. I just do it this way. Weird, right? So once you have that down, you're going to do exactly what you did on the other side. Do the opposite, which is underneath. So Powder I have to work a little bit harder with because I find that it fans out a little more, or like it's not as precise. So that's why I'm building so much. But once you get the shape that you want at the top, you're going to go ahead and go to the bottom. When it comes to powder, I don't really worry about what the brow looks like right off bat. I rather shape it with a concealer because I can erase all the lines that aren't so straight. So here I am drawing it out on the bottom, and then I'm going to begin to fill. You really want to use a light hand when it comes to the front of the brow when you're using the powder. So that's what I'm doing now. And then once I do that, I'm going to just start using the spoolie to basically make it not so perfect and to create the illusion of thinner hair there, just like the other side. So that's what I'm pretty much okay with the shape of this. I'm just going to continue to perfect it. Once again, we're going to conceal underneath, and I'm just using what concealer was left on the back of my hand. And I'm going to go to the highest point of the brow, and I'm going to make it neater from basically the highest point to the tail. Then once I got that down, I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to blend it into my upper lid, just like the other side. With whatever's left on this concealer brush, I'm just going to put at the top because I see a little mess up there. So don't be afraid to go on top of the brow and fix it. So that's the powder brow. And the other side is the pencil brow. And that's it. I hope you all enjoyed this tutorial. A lot of you were interested in how I do my eyebrows. And let me just admit that I take a while to do my eyebrows on most days because I try to get them as close as possible, which my pointer to you, if you are struggling with your brows, most times it's because you're trying to get it like absolutely perfect, and your brows isn't normally perfect to begin with or the same to begin with. So if you try to be a little more laid back about that, you'll probably be able to get them done a little quicker. But I hope you all enjoyed, and as usual, God bless you all and have a great day, night, or whatever it is where you are. Bye guys.